Hello, everybody. All righty. Greetings, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tirra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self realization and self mastery. It's all about helping you all live in alignment with your purpose using ancient wisdom so that you live courageously and confidently the life you know you deserve. How are you doing out there today? Um, I just want to make sure I can see the chat. So I wanted to get on today and talk to you all. Greetings. How are you? Um, I wanted to get on and talk to you all today about how do we handle these times. Now, I do want to let you know just really quickly, I'm not exactly sure. Someone mentioned the other day that I'm apparently already feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde. Don't know why I keep getting the same thumbnail. I have to figure out what happened and why do I keep having a new moon thumbnail. But this ain't about the new moon. This is three spiritual practices that you can use to help you navigate during these times of stress and upheaval. Thank you, Kay Grand. All is well. Hey, Azizi. Hope all is well with you also. So, as I give these, let me know if you're already doing these practices. Also, let me know if you have any questions about them. And let me know which one is the first one you feel like you need to integrate immediately, right away. So, one of the top spiritual practices that I teach is called Blessing of the Head. For those who are familiar with the EFI spiritual tradition, this is something that we know about. I first learned about head blessing from Iyanla Van Zant back in the 90s with her book, Tapping the Power Within. And she masterfully was able to bring spiritual practices from Ifa into the mainstream. And so when we say head blessing, essentially what we're doing is we are making a connection with our higher self. And within the Ifa tradition, the Yoruba word that is used is ori. Yes, nice Azizi. She says she uses the head blessing daily. Now, I'm going to tell you why that is such a smart move. And I'm sure Azizi can attest to this. As I have done my spiritual work to understand why would I bless my head? And essentially, especially when we think about how challenging times we are in right now, how challenging the times are that we're in right now. We have so much that's coming into our psyche. We have so many thoughts, so many pictures, opinions, and so much emotion is just coming up. And so, what the elders have taught us, and the way it is, I've heard them say, is you must propitiate or something like that, propitiate your head daily. And basically, you have to daily awaken and do what you can to essentially clean the slate. You're wanting to clear the clutter of your energy because the head is our higher self, and it is how we are able to hear whatever it is that the Ori wants us to do, whatever it is that the higher self wants us to do. We have all this static up there. And so this is why we bless our head. Okay. So, one of the things I'll tell you, because I really don't like going through this ritual online like this, I might share it within my inner circle. That to me, they're just some rituals I'm not going to share publicly. That's just my personal opinion. If other people share it, it's fine. Go find it online. I'm sure someone has posted Yanla's head blessing online, and it's within the Ifa tradition. You may find someone else has done it. But basically, what you want to do is you want to greet your higher self. You want to greet Ganesha within the Hindu tradition. I call the higher self Ganesha. It talks about Ganesha, the big elephant riding on the mouse. And the big elephant is our higher self, is that expanded aspect of ourselves that is beyond this physical realm. And the mouse is actually what we see right here, what we all into, the mouse, not the elephant. And so what we're wanting to do is to get in touch with Ganesha. Okay. And so this is how we do it. We wake up and we greet our head. And so when we bless our head, basically, I'm going to give you a real simple way of doing it. You want to wake up, take some deep breaths. And even if all you do is just take a little bit of water and just tap your head, because it's all about cooling. This is what water does. This is the element of water. It helps to cool things off. And so you want to just tap your head with water and open yourself up to listen to your higher self, your Ori, Lord Ganesha within you. Okay. So that's the first one. Bless your head, greet your Ori, open your connection with your higher self. So, Azizi, anyone else out there, is this what you're experiencing? Let us sister know. Okay. Next, I recommend, and actually, Azizi, she actually studies with me. She's a part of my inner circle, and just some other initiations that she's been through with me. I was very proud of Azizi for yesterday posting a ritual for people to do. And sometimes the most simple rituals are the most powerful. And I said, once I saw she had posted it, I'm going to try this out. And that's breathe. And I love the style of breathing that she gave, because it's very simple. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Now you could always take that number up to 6, 8, 10. You could go higher. But nice. Very good, Kay Grand. Glad to hear that. And so this morning, I have noticed, as always, whenever there's a lot of planets in air signs, so it's not like a ton of planets in Gemini right now, but it's enough for me to be feeling like my mind is racing, right? So this morning I'm up, I'm blessing my head, I'm pouring libations to my ancestors. I'm like, I am going to focus, and I've got to do my rituals because I have some other stuff I want to get done. And I just would find myself starting the ritual, and then the next thing I know, my mind is thinking about something that has nothing to do with the ritual that I'm doing. It's not a part of my ritual work. And I said, you know what? Azizi mentioned breathing. And so I said, I'm going to do this box breathing. I think it's what it's called. So and exhale, inhale, and exhale. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, wow, I am totally present in the moment. So one of the things that I've been teaching in all the courses where I'm talking about this Geminian energy, because we'll be in this Geminian energy for a while, is breath work will become big. If you are wanting to become someone who's a breath work expert, go for it. That is a tip that I'm giving you. That was a bonus tip right there for the career-minded individual. Go become a breathwork expert, because you finna get paid. All right. Anywho, breathwork is all that. Gemini is an air sign, and I see everybody talking about breathwork now. Now, my teacher, Ia Oshinike, she's been telling us to breathe for years. It's a deep part of the spiritual practices that she's given. And so when we're stressed out, when we have so much going on, what is one of the best things we can do? Inhale, connect with the breath. The breath will help to bring you present in the moment. It will help to bring calmness. The other thing that I love about breath work is there's different styles of breathing based on what you need. So when we're stressed, a lot of times we need a cooling breath, okay? And so you would make the inhale longer than the exhale, right? And Also, another thing is close off your right nostril. So this is my right nostril. Close off the right nostril and inhale and exhale through the same side. Okay. That left side. Now, if you need more of an activating breath, um, you're maybe the way the stress is hitting you is you feel stuck. You feel like I'm just sitting here and I can't get going. So then you close off the left nostril and you inhale and you exhale on the right side. Okay. So the right side is going to activate, the left side is going to cool you off. Okay. That's a good point, Azizi. She said, we we tend to hold our breath when we're stressed. Such a good point. And one of the best things we can do is train ourselves to notice, how are we breathing? That's actually something I need to work on. How are we breathing? Do we have the shallow breath? Right? The shallow breathing actually sort of short circuits us. Okay. So we definitely want to have the deeper breath and we want to breathe. We do not want to hold our breath. It will definitely stifle us. And Centra says we can breathe, no pun intended. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, one of the priestesses in my a group that I'm a part of mentioned how it's so much that has to do with breath work, like so many themes surrounding the breath. And again, one of the things that I just really want to emphasize to you all is the oracle teaches, the oracle tells us what's up. Like, I just read the oracle. Okay. That's it. Maybe it is a gift to be able to do this. It's not like magic, actually. Gemini, I just keep telling y'all, Gemini is a theme right now. Who knows what part of the body Mercury and Gemini govern? The lungs. The lungs. That this is this theme of breath work in what we are talking about. I can't breathe, with Brother Floyd and so many others that we've seen over the years that, we get taken back to not being able to breathe. And of course, this is how we feel when we're stressed out. I can't breathe because I'm stressed. I'm stressed about what's going on, right? So it's this theme of Gemini. So I encourage you to study the energy of Gemini. What does it mean? What is it about? How can you incorporate this energy in a more mindful way in your life? Mindfulness. This is Gemini. You breathe, you will think. You hold your breath, you cannot think. You will not move. And that's the point, I think, a lot of times is, but we're not doing it. Oracle chooses you. That's true. That's true. All right. So the first one that I talked about today is blessing your head, keeping a clear channel of communication with your higher self. The second spiritual practice that I talked about today is breath work. Everybody, let's take a breath in and let's exhale. I also love alternate nostril breathing. It's probably my favorite because it balances us. I have a lot of indications in my chart that say, I have come here to learn balance. So, alternate nostril breathing, you can look it up. Lastly, what do y'all think I'm going to say is very important for us in terms of spiritual practices that will truly help us during this time? It's one that I go on and on and on about quite a bit. Yes, Mferfun Yansa. Centra says, Oya governs the lungs also. And she's saying Mferfun Yansa for the changes, because we know Oya brings about change. Exactly. Azizi has it, because she already knows what I'm going to say. Because I say it all the time in the groups that we're in. Journal. That's the third one. Journal. Journaling is so very important, especially when we're stressed out. Because number one, what I think happens, and this is how we end up having this runaway monkey mind, this, it's like a runaway train up there. We have thoughts that are coming to us that are either needing to be expressed, needing to be released, and it could even be ideas that are coming to us during this time, ideas that are like, because something about stress sometimes can just like pop things open for you. For me, it don't pop too much open. I have to relax to get my ideas. Although someone can tick me off, and once I get calm, I will come up with 15,000 ideas about how I'm gonna fix this, right? um, but a lot of times we need to release what's there. And so we can use the journaling. And I talk about putting pen to paper, honey. All right. It's therapeutic in such a grand way to be able to write it, get it out on paper. And sometimes when we go back and look at it, we even will find a nugget that will be the very thing that will help us find the peace that we seek. Because y'all, let me tell y'all something. Thank you for bringing up Oya Centra. Because let me tell y'all something. What we have to figure out is that at the end of the day, we are the eye of the storm. All right. We can't let stuff come in and take us out. That's not how things are designed to be. Everything is working in our favor. We have to see it that way. Even if it looks horrible, everything is working in your favor. All right. You are the eye of the storm. When the storm comes, the question is, okay, what's the message? Okay. I'm not going to just lay down. Now I will say there's a point when we can surrender. And a lot of times when we surrender and we start writing in that journal, the next thing we know, because this is the thing, the solution is inherent in the problem. And sometimes when we start writing it out, it's like, oh my gosh, I can see the solution, or I can see clarity. There's some nugget of clarity that comes through. So I encourage you, journal. Journal about your feelings. Journal about ideas that come to you. Journal about what you're grateful for. That's one of the best things you can journal about during times of stress. Because a lot of times, really what we need more than anything is perspective. And journaling about things that we are grateful for will help to bring perspective. And one of my teachers I heard say one time, at the end of the day, nothing ever really takes you out. You still here. We always somehow seem to make it, even through the darkest night. We always seem to make it. And so I say, let's make it with using the tools that help to ease the way. I have taught many, many times that my guides said to me one time, don't come crying to us if you ain't done your spiritual work. If you do your spiritual work and you still got problems, then you can come and talk to us. I was like, okay. And I began to notice the more I did my spiritual practices, didn't change the issues that were showing up, didn't change, the fact that sometimes I might have a perceived problem. I just didn't lose my ish about it. I just felt like, you know what, it's going to be okay. I'll figure it out or not. But it just felt like I can do this. Versus when I don't do my spiritual practices, I feel like Chicken Little. The freaking sky is going to fall. And it won't even have to be over anything big. Right? So um, I will remind you all, I continue to say uh, 2020 is a beast of a year. I so wish I could tell you that, yeah, it's we made it. we It's easy sailing. The astrology, the oracles say it's easy sailing from here. The oracles from the Ifa tradition, hard freaking core. Oshe Oyeku. I was like, no, please. No. Oshe, you're rising like the fiery phoenix. Who really wants that? Huh? Oyeku. Need to accept there's cycles, and part of the cycles is loss, endings. But as you in, abundance will be there. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody know Yeku. Everyone who knows Odu knows. When you see Oyeku, you're like, okay, okay. And the astrology, it just is rough. It's rough. So at the end of the day, we may as well go on ahead and adopt some spiritual practices because we're going to need them. And if we don't even just think about the astrology, we just look at what's going on in world events. I can assure y'all, we can't keep stress for long before it negatively impacts us. One of my friends, let me see if I can find this. She gave us a quote today by Audre Lorde, and it says the following. Oh, who loves Audre Lorde? I love her. Caring for myself is not self indulgence, it's self preservation. And that is an act of political warfare. When I tell y'all, we're going to have to take care of ourselves because we need to be in this thing for the long haul. You may as well. You may as well. So make sure you bless your head. Greet your higher self. You'll greet your Ori. Greet Ganesha. 2, have a breath work practice. All right. And number 3, may we journal and may we receive the guidance that we need from our own selves, because that's what we get from journaling. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Centra. Yes. Azizi and Centra, y'all have been watching and listening. I love this. Centra says, you've been saying to honor Oya for a while. I have my cornmeal on my deck, Ashe, because cornmeal is an offering that you can give to Oya. And actually, y'all, we in Oya season. I really, like, at the end of 2019 and towards the top of 2020, for some reason, in all the readings that I was doing in my inner circle, it was about my aunt. Then it switched to Oshun. It was just like, focus on Oshun, focus on Oshun. Well, the shift is clear now. Oya. Oya is the goddess that has to do with transformation and change. And so we're in eclipse season, which I relate to Mama Oya. With Grace and Ease. Oya, with Grace and Ease. Let's see here. Yes, we are the eye of the storm. And Azizi says, Oyeku came in a reading for me doing my work. But I love Oyeku. I'm not going to lie. I receive. Let's see here. Yeah. Both, I think, Centra, the wheat is being separated from the chaff. All righty. Azizi gave Oya an offering yesterday. And that's a good point, Azizi. Breathwork honors Oya because, of course, she's the energy of the wind. I do want you all to know that yesterday on my Facebook page, I posted 3 other spiritual practices that you can do to help you during these times of stress. The name of that page is The Oracle Speaks. So you can go over there and see what I posted, but I wanted to come on YouTube and make sure that I show up for you all because, yes, this is where I've primarily been. So thank you all so much. I have enjoyed being here with you all today. Please like, share, and also know that, I have the inner circle. If you're needing some place for some guidance, it seems like people are feeling a little bit lost. So there's the inner circle. And, just keep an eye on other classes that I'm posting. And this week is the eclipse. So I will have to get a video for that. I created an eclipse class actually, but I'll come on and talk a little bit about the eclipse. If you want to purchase the eclipse class, it is at my website, goddessbodymindspirit.com. But I will come on and give some insight about the eclipses. So thank you all so much. This is Tirra Omilade, cheering for you living in alignment with your higher purpose, because guess what? We need you to live your full best self during this time. We need all of you to show up exactly how you were meant to be. Thank you all so much. I will see you in the next video. All right, y'all. Oh, also, you can find me on Instagram, Goddess BMF. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Take care. Peace and love.